Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Travis Marks, and welcome to Beyond the Horizons,
And you
episode
are
10. And oh my,
move.
oh
Get out of the
boy,
way. Listen. You got two options, Travis. You can either A, move voluntarily with all your limbs, or B, you could join Midas and Don Frost with having broken necks next to hospital beds from my boys behind me. Your choice, man.
well, I was
Yeah,
going
we've
to
not got
just
any
introduce you guys, but
No, listen. I'm pretty sure we don't need an introduction. And if we do, I'll give it. Now, please, do you want Danny to take care of you?
all right, just go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a night, huh? I don't know why you all are mad at me, considering the fact that I warned him. I told Midas, stay out of the ring. Don't come there. Do not want me to come down. Once I do, it'll be hell to pay. And truth be told, I'm as a man of my word. I didn't go into that ring and try to attack him. We didn't fight. And truth be told, he didn't need an answer from me. The answer he got, pretty painful one, if you ask me. Ain't that right, Danny?
Hell yeah, man.
Wait. Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce y'all to two of my associates. Ladies and gentlemen, right behind me, we have Noah Anderson. To my right, Danny Maxwell. They are the house. Two men who came into this company, had one simple match, and that was it. Where have you seen them lately, huh? When have they been considered for tag title opportunities? When have they been considered a threat lately, huh? These two are some of the toughest son of bitches in the entire tag team division. And when the titles do show up, they will be the tag team champions. They just needed some direction. Danny, you want to take it over?
Yep. You know, we are the premier tag team of Axis Wrestling. Like, when we came here, the tag division was a desert. There was no tag team titles. There was no definitive tag teams here. There was no competition for us. They made those tag team titles for us. All right? They belong to us.
Mm-hmm.
So you can bet your arse that when those titles are on the line for the first time, that we're going to be the first Axis Tag Team Champions. But
I don't even think they should be a match for them. Quite frankly, they should just hand the titles to you, because who else do they have?
They should.
Who else
I mean,
is worthy?
who is here? You know, you've got Infamous Anarchy, and those guys are singles wrestlers. You know, they're a thrown together tag team, just like every other tag team in Axis Wrestling. They don't belong in the same division as us. And if they do get tag teams in Axis Wrestling, well, they came here because the house is here.
What is that age old statement that brings into my head? Competition is always healthy. Once people realize that there is true tag team competition and not a bunch of scrubs here, that is when people start to take notice. My team with Gustav during that little tag team tournament, that was all nice and whatever, but let's be fair, those are thrown together tag teams that had zero interest in being next to each other. And you know what the crazy thing is, Danny? They're only thrown together to be a team so they can win a championship.
Yeah, we all know.
Selfishness.
That's why we didn't even put our names forward, because we knew that we wouldn't even have a chance of, who says that we're going to team together for one, and then we'd have to face each other. We're not about fighting each other. We're a unit, and we're not about singles titles. That's why we had to expand our operation and bring you into the fold, because we're going to be running the tag team division, and then you're going to be running the singles division, and we're going to dominate Axis Wrestling.
Here is the biggest kicker. Everyone was wondering, why did I do what I did last week? Why did I do what I did last Saturday night? Here's the simple answer to you morons. This has been in the works for months before I even got here. You want to know who got the house into Axis Wrestling? Me. It was my payroll. It was my money. And that's the only thing that speaks around here. That is the only thing that rings true in the wrestling business. It's money. And as talented as these two guys are, they're being blocked from showing up into Access Wrestling. I had to persuade Don Frost to bring the house into Access. Can you believe that? Persuading a wrestling owner to bring in two talented guys for a tag division?
Damn.
What type of crap
It's
is
sad.
that?
Damn, that's sad. That sucks, that sucks. Hi, cousin APH. How you doing, bud?
Gee.
The hell?
Hi, buddy.
Oh my
Hi,
god!
friend.
I thought you
Danny?
were out of here.
Yeah, see,
Travis?
fuck what family matters. And you know what? APH's money does talk a
No.
lot of things.
Noah, do me a favor. Keep Travis on the wraps for me.
You know,
Danny.
you're Access Wrestling. They're lucky that they don't pay us to do security. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now.
Damn.
Danny.
Really?
Danny. At ease, bro. At ease.
Really?
It's family.
Why
This
are
is
you threatening me? I came here to show my positive support and life lessons,
Relax.
And you're
G,
very
relax. This is the first time meeting you, so they're very active.
I understand that. I understand that. I know they're friends with Frankie Burns, and he's not a big fan of me. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's understandable. But you know what? Yeah, I heard you mention Don and his stupidity. Let's all be honest. There will be no tag team division without the house. Let's just go and be honest here. Don Frost was never going to get tag titles here for you guys. He doesn't care about people. He doesn't. He doesn't care about those people that work their asses off for opportunities like my cousin APH, like myself. He doesn't care. He wants to get the ass kissers, the guys who are currently in hospital beds, like Adam Rage, opportunities. He wants to do that. He wants to do that.
You
But,
see, Danny? We're all fighting the same battle here. So, look, I get you guys don't have the best history, but for now, we're all fighting the same battle.
I've not got any problem with you doing the things that you've done. And everyone else is, they're talking all this shit about you, flagging you off and stuff like that. I personally, I don't mind seeing Don Frost in a hospital bed or Adam Rage. Who cares about that guy?
Let's go. You know what? I approve.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Right.
You did us all a favor.
Oh no,
Exactly.
I did. Like, Access Wrestling is better off without Don Frost anywhere near it. And he's not going to be anywhere near it for a very long period of time. And I'm grateful that. Thinking of grateful, APH, I'm grateful that you called me the moment I was out of jail. Thank you. Thank you for taking me to Olive Garden and explaining to me everything you've got going on. You know what? That's what family does. And again, I support you in everything you're doing. And if you need anything from me, I got your back.
Look, I heard from the minute you got out of that jail cell, I had to call you to explain what was going on. Because, of course, you're family. See, Danny and the boys, they knew from day one. But you, I kept you out of the loop because I didn't think you would be okay with it.
And we had to have that very long discussion on why I was in a jail cell, which was very awkward and very uncomfortable. So,
Look, that other officer was giving me dirty looks.
well, he sucks. I guess that's the best way to put it. He sucks,
Well, listen.
He's a Travis Marks fan, which I'm surprised there's fans like that out there. But you know what? Glad to see you're doing well. Wanted to come up here and say hello to my cousin, Angel Perkins Harris. I wanted to come up and say hi to the house real quick. And you know what? Real quick, am I forgetting anything? No, I don't think I am. I will see you whenever. And Marks, we'll have a discussion later on why you don't like me.
Well, I actually did have a question for
Travis?
APH, and
Travis,
it's just
You
a
know what?
question. It's a question. I'm just relaying something
Noah?
that I know everybody is wanting the answer to.
okay, Noah, Danny, back off
Yep.
a bit. Let the boys speak.
Okay.
Let the boys.
Now, obviously, caused a lot of controversy on what happened on Saturday night, and I'm just asking what's on pretty much everybody's mind. Why did you do it?
Oh, you want to know why? Isn't that cute, Danny? He wants to know why. It was a plan from day one, you dumbass. My plan was very simple. Take the dive. and no rest for the wicked, because I knew that I could have beaten you. When I had that little slight hesitation, that wasn't hesitation, that was a plan. It was done perfectly, might I add you. I mean, I'm an excellent actor, by the way. And then, right after that, when I knew that you were riding high, and I knew that not a damn soul gave a shit about the Titans Championship, I knew that was my ticket to get back at you again. The plan was simple: challenge you to an Iron Man match, beat you, become the number one contender, and destroy everybody that stands in our way once the house comes into the fold. Now, I'll admit, Midas shocked me. The plan kind of fell into a wayside when he beat me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and deny his ability. He's a great wrestler. He's a great hand. But there's only one king in this world, and you're looking at him. Why I did what I did to Midas then? Simple. You have to understand his place in the pecking order. There is levels to this. He is on the bottom tier with all the rest of the rut, with all the rest of the garbage, trying to scratch and claw and beg to his little brother so he can get championship opportunities. That I find hilarious. Yet you have guys like me, guys like the house, who are born and bred for this business. And yet we have to fight for everything. Whereas you get handed everything? Is that ridiculous? So I hit you low on Saturday. And Midas, I gave him that warning. Travis, you heard me say it. Leave the ring. You're standing in a battlefield filled with landmines. You needed to leave immediately. He didn't listen to me, and he suffered the consequences. When Danny and Noah dropped him on his head, not once, not twice, but 3 times. I don't know, maybe Don is teaching his brother a lesson about when not to fight. Because let's be fair here. He tried to be the hero, and he got taken out for it. Now, before you go on your little tirade, Travis, and try to talk all that shit, let me just give a message to not just Midas, but to Mamba, Tanaka, Cayman, Sanchez, everybody on this roster. Heed my warning. If you think APH was ruthless before, if you think that the Antichrist was a terrible human being, you have never met the Kingpin. You see, I have loads of money on my side. I have loads of cash to throw around. People do what I want for a simple $100 bill. What do you think these 2 boys are going to do knowing that their entire payroll comes to us? What do you think Danny and Noah are going to do when I tell them, take him out?
Hey, we would do it for free, man. I mean, just looking at you, you are the rightful king of Axis Wrestling, and the money's money, and we're not going to complain. This is a business, this isn't a charity, but we're on your side the whole way. Cash or not, but the house sees money, and you are all money, my friend.
I am all money when it comes to in this ring. I am all money when it comes to the diamond. I am all money when it comes to my business workings. WPW is a success because of me. And all the money I gain from it, it goes to their pockets. And when it goes to their pockets and I give them the order, they take care of things. I told them to take care of Midas tonight, and they did. Who's to say I won't tell them to take care of Rob Kamen? Who's to say I won't tell them to take care of Jay Mamba? Or better yet, Huey Blunts? Maybe I dive into that type of title division. You never know. But heed my warning, Axis Wrestling. Your nightmares have become reality. Now that I have the house on my side, now that the Kingpin has finally shown his true face, understand that you're in trouble. You better stay on my good side. You better hope and pray I don't come looking your way, because when I do, you'll be taken out. And it's as simple as this. I want it, I'll take it. If they want it, they take it. And Danny, what is that thing you always say? Never.
Don't bet against the house.
Let's go out, boys. Drinks on me.
Whoa. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this man kicked off a special invitational of his that he likes to call the Filthy Invitational. Please welcome my guest at this time, the Filthy Killer, Sean. But not sorry about that. The Filthy Killer, Parker.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It might take a little bit of getting used to with no more first names. I'm sorry about that.
I understand that.
Well, you were successful in your first Filthy Invitational. My question right now is, are we gonna see another one possibly?
Of course you are. That's a fact. If I'm satisfied, you may not see one for 2 weeks. It may happen again. This week, not satisfied at all. You see, I thought I was stepping into the ring with a big man, a man of power, strength, domination. What I got was nothing. I got a simple walk in the park. You see, honestly, I thought he was gonna kick out of the blunt force trauma. I thought he was.
Well, Bjorn didn't do that.
You see, he didn't. And that's what disappointed me. This Filthy Invitational is not only for the Titans division, it's for every single division in Axis. It's to show how filthy you can get. How, if you want to get down in the dirt and wrestle, roll around, squeeze the life out of somebody, throw them across the ring, back and forth, that's what this is for. I didn't get that tonight. And I'm disappointed. And what I said is that if I do not get what I wanted in this invitational, every strike against every single person who comes down to that ring and does not give me a filthy match will feel my wrath. And that's what Yorn got.
Well, no, go ahead.
He got it. That's why I was so quick. I hit the dirty drop, hit a suplex for extra measure, and then blunt force trauma. If you do not give me the match that I want, blood, sweat pillowing down from our foreheads, then you will die in that ring.
Well, Sean, I think we could probably make it official for next Tuesday. Another Filthy Invitational, but is there anybody that you would possibly want to see accepting that challenge next Tuesday?
Someone who I actually really would enjoy is just anybody. I mean, truly anyone who believes that they're anyone who believes that they're very, very good in the ring. This invitational can easily prove that to me. It can prove that to me 100%. If you can beat me, that makes it a whole lot easier for me to say, hey, this guy, great.
Well, Parker, if I could actually give you some good news as well, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually getting word that we will also be seeing you next month in Texas, as you will be a part of the Lone Star Rumble.
Of course. That's what this is all about. That's what we're building up to. I will say, I will win that match. No matter what number I come in from, I will win that match. That's a fact. How many blunt force traumas do I have to hit before I win the match? Hit 1, toss him out. Hit 2, toss him out. Hit 3, toss him out. Hit 4, toss him out. I will win that match. I will get the title opportunity. And I will win. And I will win in the filthiest way possible. Because that's what I am. I'm a filthy man. I do filthy things. I do filthy things to people.
Well, Parker, thank you for your time. Any final
Actually,
words?
one more thing. I actually made up my mind who I would like to accept if they can. Gustav Volt.
Oh. I mean that. I mean, obviously, I can't speak for Gustav, but I would love to see that match.
You got all them wins, right? All of those wins. It was broken, but you got them wins. Next Tuesday, come on down. I will be expecting you. If you don't come, I will find you myself.
Well, Parker, thank you for your time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, last Saturday night we had a big number one contenders match for the High Speed Championship. And at the end of the day, Zach Sanchez left as your winner. But right now, we do have Zach in the building, but we also have the man who he defeated in that number one contenders match, a man that vowed that this will be his last chance at fighting for that high speed championship. And I wanted to bring him in on right now, the Toronto Wolverine, CG.
Greetings, Travis.
Oh, how's it going, CG?
Nothing much. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, well, of course, last Saturday it didn't go your way, and now, you said it yourself. That was essentially your last opportunity.
I did indeed say that, and I am kind of disappointed in myself in not succeeding in my match, and thus my opportunity went out the window.
Well, if I could possibly give some good news, obviously I had said it to Parker, but I can also confirm for you that you will be also a part of the Lone Star Rumble. So it's not over for you just yet. You still got a chance to win that Rumble, although it's challenging. But hey, you've definitely impressed a lot of people, and I'm sure that they would love to see you possibly pull a huge upset in that Rumble and go to World War X to compete for the Ace of Axis Championship.
That is true. 30 men, including myself, but 29 other men. You know, I'm no stranger to Rumble matches, but it is very difficult to try and win. Never been down to the final three before.
Hey, and it is all down to the luck of the draw. You could get a very good number. You could possibly end up as number 30.
Yes, that sounds very intriguing. Before I go off on something, I do want to say something.
Go ahead.
Now, I've been reflecting on what kind of happened last Saturday. What occurred that led to me losing that match. Maybe perhaps a misstep. Maybe perhaps I doubted my opponent or something of the sort, and I just drew a blank. I couldn't come up with anything. That's just how my opponent is. And I've just also reflected back on my whole career in Axis as a whole thus far. I mean, I, I'm being hyped up, right? But always in the end, I always end up falling flat on my face when it comes to these title matches or contendership matches. Doesn't matter what title it is, doesn't matter what it is, I'm going to always end up falling flat on my face. Same thing happened last Saturday night. And, I need a motivation. So, I was talking to a man who is kind of, I would probably say, is exactly like me. Think of it as like a type of yin and yang type of scenario. We're practically same thing, but just different types of styles in a sort of way. Actually, if you don't mind,
Yeah, go ahead.
let me try and call him in. Hey, Zach, you there?
What up, CG?
How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Oh, I'm doing fine on this evening. Now, you see, Travis, I've been talking to Zach on, where our careers are, right? Practically, our bouts are legendary. Even though he's always got the best of me, we've always had respect for each other, and I feel like maybe perhaps now it's time to kind of, instead of competing against each other, perhaps it's a time to team with each other.
Oh.
Right, Zach?
I mean, what better way? You said it best, CJ. We've always had good battles together all the time, every time that we stepped into the ring. And since, we know that there needs to be some teams around here, I figured what better ally than a good friend right here, CG. The Toronto Wolverine, the Wicked Assassin, together as one unit? Fuck it. I said let's do it. You, my friend, definitely are considered me a partnership right here, right now.
Yes. Me and Zach struck up a partnership, and now we are officially a tag team in Axis Wrestling. So, yeah,
Well,
that's the big announcement.
I definitely did not expect that at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is something that one of those things that we've been waiting for to do. But if you got any questions, Travis, please, by all means.
I mean, obviously, Zach, this one is more pertaining to you. Of course, you won the number one contendership, so now it's between Matsuda and Mamba. Now, obviously, neither of us can predict the future, and neither of us can decide on our own. But if you had to choose, who would you prefer to be? Who would you prefer to be fighting for that high-speed championship after Lone Star Showdown?
Well, I can't really say who I would want to go up against, because first off, it would be selfish of me to choose which one. I'd rather much see who will be facing me for that championship. Now, I guaranteed, yeah, both men are great for what they do, and I faced Tanaka a couple times. Well, no, actually one time I should say. I've beaten him before, but with Jay Mumba, it's somebody I've never faced, and he would be a brand new, fresh competitor. But I couldn't really tell you who I would really want to face. Either way, what makes it better is that whoever I'm getting in the ring with, they better be ready, because you know damn well that when I'm stepping into that ring, the gloves are off. We know a fight is always going to happen. Every time that you hear my name in a championship match, you're always expecting a classic. You're always expecting who's going to come out on top, and you're always expecting a 5-star match.
I can definitely agree with that.
So, no matter who it is, just know I'm ready for you. I'll be training against you. And good luck, because you're going to need it. And I'm ready to take that championship away from one of you.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for your time. And now moving on, ladies and gentlemen, a man who I do got a pretty special announcement for. Please welcome the Second City Soldier, Kyle Young.
Evening, Travis.
How's it going, Kyle?
It's going all right.
Well, I do got an announcement, but you did get to know about it beforehand. So, would you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
Let you do it.
Well, you, alongside Parker and CG, will also be entering the Lone Star Rumble. How you feeling about it?
Not gonna lie, I'm actually quite a bit nervous because of one reason. Rumbles and I have not had the best relationship as far as me going into them and then actually winning.
Yeah, I mean,
unlike everybody else that I've
got
seen,
29 other competitors.
I'm kind of cutting into you, but
Yeah, sorry about that.
unlike all these other competitors like Joe Blade, like Parker, I'm not gonna try to make promises I can't keep. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna win," or "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." No, I can't promise that. I'd rather be honest with the fans than rather just be saying everything I can just to get one thing off the board.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, with the Rumble coming up, and obviously that we're on the road to Catch Point 2, has there been anything that's been going through your mind? Not even just with you. Like, if you had anything regarding, obviously Leon, he had a big match against Huey Blunts on Saturday night. He was unsuccessful, but an amazing UWFI rules match with Leon and Huey. Has anything been going through your mind at all regarding you guys?
Well, I know Leon had his little thing he wanted to say about House and APH, the Kingpin from earlier, saying, they should be just handed the titles. Yeah, I think Leon's got a little thing he wanted to say about that. Well, he already said it on Twitter, but
well, I mean, if Leon is here, he could speak his piece.
Give him the mic. Hello.
How's it going, Leon?
It's going pretty well. I do want to say something to the House and the Kingpin that tried to talk a bunch of crap. So you think there's not any real tag teams around here? Well, here's one thing. What do you call me and JJ then? Oh yeah, we were just thrown together, but we've been kind of clicking off ever since. Do you think if you hand the titles, well, I got one problem with that. That's not how this whole thing works. You want the titles, you earn it. What to say about it?
Well, of course, I can actually confirm that following Lone Star Showdown, is when we will start qualifying matches to see who will be competing at Catchpoint for the inaugural Tag Team Championship. And I'm sure that you and JJ are going to want to throw your hats in the ring for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna want to. I know. I'm not gonna speak for JJ.
And obviously, JJ's not here at the moment, but I'm sure he would also agree that you guys are gonna want to be the first ever tag team champions. With how the Primetime Samurais have been, you guys have been on a roll as a team.
Mm-hmm. The House are good, but I don't think they're expecting what we can do.
Well, I mean, hey,
That's all.
I mean, if you guys want to, we could possibly settle things next week, possibly with Primetime Samurais taking on the House next Tuesday night.
They're down for it. JJ's down for it, and the House said to hey, yeah, we'll do it. Do it.
Well, obviously, we're gonna see if we can be able to make that match official. But any last words from you or Kyle before we send you off?
Did? I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and oh boy, he's here. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna welcome in and just please welcome Wicked J.
I have done some thinking lately, Travis, my boy. I have done a lot of thinking. So much thinking that I've realized that it's been a while since I've had a match. And I was taught patience by my dear mentor. Yes, my dear mentor. But you see, there's times where patience just isn't enough anymore. I look around Axis, and I see why now Psycho G did what he did to Don. To good old Donny Boy. Yes, I said that I respected Don because he offered me a contract here. But then I realized there's just too many there's too many rules, too many people with morals, and that just, I came to the conclusion that gets really someone nowhere. Now, Mr. APH, I heard him start this show off. I heard his explanation of why he did what he did. I respect the man for that. I really do. The House, well, truthfully, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about the House. I know that the little Lion Leon talk. I heard that, oh my good old friend Kyle Young, is going to be in the Lone Star Rumble. Oh, that's good for Kyle. Good for him. He deserves that spot. He really does. I've had recent matches with him. It's been fun. But I just can't. I'm tired. I'm tired, Travis, my boy, of waiting for a match. I'm tired of being I guess, overlooked, you can say. People that, because I know that there was this little poll, this cute little poll you put up to determine Cody Storm's next challenger in that little gauntlet. I noticed my name. My name was on there, and only really there was only 2 people that voted for me. The rest went to Stalker. Stalker, who I don't see him winning. I just don't. Now, of course, I never care about winning or losing. I just want to fight, and that's all I want, Travis. That's all I want. I just want a good old fight. I have yet to have that ever since I was a surprise. I was a surprise in that multi-person dance. I'm tired. So I may take Psycho G up on what he's done and start causing a bit of chaos around here. That is all. Thank you for your time, Travis, my boy. Thank you.
Well, obviously, Chase, if it's a fight you want, we could possibly look for someone to face you next Tuesday night.
That'd be great. That would be great, Travis. That would be very, very much appreciated. I don't care who. I don't care who you would find. If you put me up against the Kingpin APH, oh, that would just be fun. Honestly, that would just be fun to fight him. Of course, he may kick my ass, but whew, I would still have a joy of a time because I finally would get a fight. So I'll be in touch, Travis, my boy. I'll be in touch now. Now continue on with your little show. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, if you saw on Twitter, you would have seen Psycho Jade talking about her match with, not her match, but talking about the match with Jess Price and Carmen Sanchez. This is what she had to say on Twitter. It was such a delight to see the little tough cookie Jess Price eat the pin against Carmen tonight on Access Wrestling, but with my assistance. Just being at ringside watching you lose brings a smile to my face. Jess, you say all this big talk about wanting to win over me. Please, I am still waiting for your response on what you're going to do because your time is ticking. At Lone Star Showdown, I will send you where all of my opponents have gone, the Shadowlands. The Psycho will win. And of course, we will be seeing Jess Price take on Psycho Jade next month at Lone Star Showdown in Texas. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I got a man who I got a special announcement for. He got to hear about it earlier, and if he wants to, he can come on and announce it himself. But please welcome Chase Adkins.
Hello, Travis.
How's it going, Chase?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Well, like I said, there was a big announcement. You want me to say it, or do you want to say it? Because you did get the news earlier.
It's your show. I'll let you have the moment.
All right, that's fair enough. Well, you will also be a part of the Lone Star Rumble.
Rumble matches are always good. I've had a good, rare luck in some of them, getting a good amount of eliminations, but I always make it some. I've had this kind of little record. Of course, I won't be surprised if it gets broken anytime soon. I usually make it to like the final 5 in a Rumble. I get close, but I make a simple mistake that costs me.
Of
course,
that's always the disadvantage of the Rumble. Gotta always be on your feet.
That too, and it's also like what you've talked about with others. is the luck of the draw. Now, just like a few months back, over in cheap plug here, GTT, they held their own Rumble of event called the Tournament of Power. Now there, I had the luck of the draw. I drew the lucky number, the real lucky number, which was 30. Now, the funny thing is, during that final three, it was me, a good friend and rival of mine, Brad Graves, and also Parker. We were the final three. Parker had me, but then Brad manages to clothesline him to eliminate him, so it was just down to me and Brad. Me and him start to go back and forth, but I saw my moment after he made a crucial mistake. So I took the moment, I grabbed him, I threw him close to the turnbuckle to where it would be difficult for him to grab on and hang on to eliminate him and win the Tournament of Power in GTT. So hopefully, when the time comes in my home state of Texas at the Lone Star Rumble, I hope I get hopefully another luck of the draw. If I don't, I'm just going to look to put on a show for the fans of Texas. They deserve it that much.
Absolutely. Well, Chase, before you go, there was also something else I wanted to talk about, and I know that you heard about it before. You saw her accept this challenge, and I can confirm that the main event this Saturday night at the happiest wrestling show on earth, hosted by Ashley Rain, Soraya Garcia will be challenging Sophia Jones, not for the Access World Women's Championship, but for the EWTV Women's Championship.
Yes. And I can confirm that I have Soraya going through a good amount of training to prepare for this big match. Because it won't be the first time that her and Sophia have fought. They fought before, and Sophia got the best of Soraya, which I understood because Sophia is really in going up, like basically a veteran of this sport, while Soraya is still a bit green in some aspects. She's still learning the craft, still trying to find the right moves that she can hit to end a match. Now, I told her, now she's nervous, I will admit. She is nervous because this will be actually her first title opportunity. And I told her, it's like, hey, this is your first title opportunity and your first main event of a big show. Now, I won't blame you if you get butterflies. I won't blame you if you come out nervous because that's expected for what you're going into. But at the end of the day, at the end of that match, whether you pause what would be in the eyes of so many as one of the biggest upsets, and you beat Sophia for the EWTV Women's Championship, or you're laying on the ground looking up at the sky, just remember to make your mark. Because yes, people go into title matches, they look to win the title. But if it's your first title match, you should not focus on winning the title. You need to focus on making a statement. You need to show not only the person you're facing, but to show the company you're a part of and any other companies that could be watching that you deserve to be in a title picture. She is looking forward to facing Sophia again, and she is looking forward to returning to the ring for an EWTV show or event. Because it's been a while since she's appeared here. Which
that it has.
Which was also a big reason why she accepted it. She wants to show that she's still around. She wants to show like, hey, I'm still here. I'm going into one of the first biggest matches of my career, and I want to make a statement. I want to prove that I belong in this ring. So that's her thoughts. Now, I'm gonna head out because I'm gonna make sure
Yeah,
that she has her next set of drills ready to go.
yeah. Of
And
course,
hopefully-
Soraya definitely has to get ready for such a big matchup in her way, especially against a champion like Sophia Jones. It's definitely going to be a big challenge, and best of luck to Soraya. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
Indeed. Best of luck to her, indeed, and best of luck to everyone else when the Lone Star Rumble comes along.
Well, speaking of the Lone Star Showdown, obviously this man will not be a part of the Lone Star Rumble, but he has definitely been an amazing champion as of late, and he is looking to successfully defend it once again at Lone Star Showdown. He was unsuccessful in winning tonight, but it was an amazing tag team main event. And allow me to please welcome on in the high speed champ, Jay Mamba. If Mamba is there. Mamba, you there? If Mama's not there, then we can head to the last person. Mamba, are y'all good? We're trying to see if we can get Mamba's mic fixed. Hang on a sec, guys. I mean, I heard it unmute. I heard a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yep. All right, there we go.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Well, Mamba, obviously you weren't successful tonight, but at the same time, you did get to see what Masuda Tanaka was like in the ring, and obviously you two have faced off, I believe, 4 times in the past, and one thing has remained pretty much consistent all throughout. You have never been able to beat Matsuda yet. Are you worried in the slightest that history may repeat itself next month?
You know, people will always come to me saying, "You've never beaten Matsuda. How are you gonna beat him this time? You've never beaten Matsuda." How about we talk about the people that I have beaten? I mean, Matsuda just got here. He's never really met the Axis universe. And that's my advantage. My connection to the Axis universe. They know me more than Matsuda. They know that I won't give up. Even if I'm facing the biggest of foes. I could even be facing 4 people at once. I wouldn't give up. And of course, I wasn't part of the pin last night. Tonight. I can't English.
It's all good. It
I
happens
wasn't
to
part of the
us.
pin. I wasn't part of the pin. Neither was Matsuda. Of course, Fidel tapped out Cayman. So, I mean, this is the first time he hasn't pinned me in the same match. But, you know, I'm not gonna give up on Matsuda. And next month, I'm gonna give it my all. And I'm gonna try my best to walk out high speed champion.
Well, Mamba, of course, lot. You did actually recently just find out on Saturday night, Zach Sanchez, after the High Speed Championship match, at Lone Star Rumble, Zach Sanchez is next in line. How are you feeling about that?
Well, he wanted this the most. Of course, CG has wanted it for a while, but Zach Sanchez, that motivates me even more to beat Matsuda, to stick it to Sanchez, to tell him, respect me, to tell him that I deserve respect from Zach Sanchez, to tell him that I have not carried this division on my back just to not be respected by you. Show Zach Sanchez that I am better than him. And Sanchez, congratulations. I really did not expect you to win. 100% did not expect that. But congratulations. And I'll see you when I see you. 'Cause there's no way in hell that I'm losing to Matsuda.
Well, Mamba, thank you for your time. And ladies and gentlemen, now time for our last segment. This man surprisingly tapped out to the man who will now be challenging him. And I can actually confirm it if I could be able to get the image up very, very quickly for you guys. At Lone Star Showdown, it is signed, it is official. Fidel De La Rosa will be challenging the man that is joining me right now, Rob Kamen. You will be facing Fidel De La Rosa one more time. This time, it's not a number one contenders match. It's for the championship. How you feeling about that? Especially with the fact that Fidel shockingly made you tap out in the middle of that ring tonight.
It is surprising. And out of all the people I've ever faced, I would have never expected him. But anything can happen in Axis, as they say. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Fidel on getting a measure of revenge on me. I mean, I don't feel bad for losing to him. He's a great competitor. I don't. He got a win over me. He made me tap out, and very few men have done so. But the thing is, and the question is, can he do it when it counts? Travis, as you know, I worked my tail off to earn this title.
Absolutely.
And I've been defending it all throughout the Axis Live events all over this country. Sacrificing time from my wife, my kids, just to hold this belt and represent this company. I know the question in his mind has got to be, can he do it when it counts? Not taking anything away from his win tonight. That's not me. But if I may, I want to direct this to Fidel directly. And I know he's watching this somewhere. Fidel, amigo, hermano, congrats on the win, first and foremost, like I said before. But I got a question for you. Do you have what it takes to catch lightning in the bottle twice? You see, until you can be in my position and make a career out of catching lightning in a bottle, I don't want you to think yourself above me, nor will I think myself above you. The way I see it, come Lone Star Showdown, we'll be on equal playing field. We'll be on equal ground. Yes, there's a title on the line, but both of us have to be at our best. We have to be at our best. We have to give the fans a war for that belt. We have to show the world that we are hungry to succeed. And that's what I've done throughout my journey to become Ace of Axis. So, Fidel, I wish you the best of luck. And whatever happens, may the best man win. Vaya con Dios. Now, having gotten out of the way, I have a few things I want to get off my chest as to what I've heard earlier in the show. If I may, Travis.
Yeah, go right ahead.
First and foremost, from what I understand earlier in the show, and from what Kyle told me earlier, I don't want to say what I want to say because there might be kids watching, but my nemesis, Psycho G, he seems to believe that the rules don't apply to him. Would that be the correct assessment here?
I believe so.
From what I understand, he's suspended from this place, right?
Yes, he is.
And he was arrested. How he got bailed out, we don't know. And I don't think he's going to be dumb enough to reveal his sources. But while thankfully no one was hurt, like I said, he lives in this world where the rules don't apply to him. And that doesn't sit well with me. Last time I checked, attacking an authority figure, injuring him, is not socially acceptable. And in fact, if he's the brother of one of the competitors of this roster, that's double trouble. And G better be glad he got out of here when he did. Otherwise, if Midas got hands on him, I don't know. Speaking of Midas, or rather, his attackers, I'd like to address, can't believe I'm calling him this, the Kingpin, APH, and his new lackeys, the House. This is what we're doing? we're paying people to do our dirty work. That's what we're doing, huh? Tough guy. I find it hilarious that he talks all this big talk. Yeah, he has to hire people to do his dirty work for him. I think I figured out why. Because he knows deep down that as big as he can talk, he can't get it done in here. He can't back up the big talk that he speaks. I have. I've beaten Psycho G. I've beaten Fidel De La Rosa. And I've defeated the former Ace of Axis champion, JJ Calderon. And even with that, I still feel like I have more to prove here in Axis. I want to defend this belt against the very best. The very best. Fidel proved that he can go. Fidel proved that he's able to improve, that he's able to rise to the occasion. But at the same time, at the very least, he gives me respect. APH speaks to me as if I'm some peon. As if I'm the gum underneath his shoe. When that's not the case. And I've proven that that's not the case. Unlike him, I've never needed anyone to fight my battles for me or to get my hands dirty for me. Unlike him, I proved myself to be championship worthy. Unlike him, I have the stones to face anyone head on. Unlike him, win, lose, or draw, I don't attack my opponents out of frustration. Because unlike him, I'm a man among boys. That's what he's surrounding himself with. Boys who will take anything to get ahead. I worked my way to this position. 12 years, in fact. And I refuse to be insulted by a man who's, to be honest, a walking shortcut. That's all I have to say about them. Now, Mamba, we came up short tonight, but it comes with the territory. You know this. But just know, the belts were on the line. You're still champ. We're still champs for the time being. Will that change come Lone Star Showdown? Who knows? Either way, it's been a great ride. If we keep our belts, cool. If we don't keep our belts, we'll just work harder to get them back. And lastly, I want to send my thoughts and prayers to Don Frost, our boss, and Midas. First, Midas, man, I'm sorry what went down against you. But I know you're tough. I know you're going to come back from that, and I know you're going to want some revenge. But you and I need to talk before then. And Don, boss man, my thoughts and prayers are with you, man. On behalf of the Tyler household, and I'm getting out of FKFA for a bit, but on behalf of the Tyler household, you're in our prayers, man. We wish you a speedy recovery. That's it.
Okay, man. Thank you for your time. And that is going to do it for Beyond the Horizons, episode 10. This Saturday night, we will be live with the happiest wrestling show on earth, hosted by the one and only small but mighty Ashley Rain. And this Sunday night, we the E-Dependent, the 1 year anniversary of the EWTV Championship, and I cannot wait for these matches to be revealed. We'll start the reveals tomorrow, so be sure to stay tuned for all the We the Independent announcements. And of course, your main event of the happiest wrestling show on earth this Saturday night, Saraya Garcia taking on Sophia Jones for the EWTV Women's Championship. And obviously, we are just a month away from the Lone Star Rumble as the road to Catch Point 2 has begun. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Travis Marks, and we will see you this Saturday night for the happiest wrestling show on earth, live from Disney World.